Yo! Look at this guy! No. Don't go anywhere, big dude. Oh my god, look at that! That's so cool. He's beautiful too. Look at him. Hello everybody. It is the beginning of a pretty long trip. We're going down to Florida for a couple of days, and that's mostly because Georgia is pretty useless right now. It's very, very hot and it's bone dry. However, Florida has been getting a little bit more rain, and there's a chance of rain down there this weekend. So we're going to go south and hope that we can actually connect with some snakes crossing the road. And if not, it'll be a nice change of scenery. I'm sure we'll at least see some stuff. So let's get to it and see what we can turn up. All right, we got our first snake of the trip. There's a car coming, but a really pretty little cottonmouth. Look at you. Let's get you out of the road before this guy comes and runs you over. There we go. All right, look at that dude. All right, back into the road for a little video, but first snake of the night. Hopefully there will be more to come. A very, very pretty little, probably a Florida cottonmouth this far south in Georgia. Definitely looks a little bit different from the baby cottonmouths we're used to seeing up north. And hopefully that means there will be at least a few snakes out tonight. So we'll let him go and keep moving. Hey, here's another cottonmouth. Another little guy. Right in front of someone's house, so we'll get him out of the road. All right, is this about to be another cottonmouth? No, it's a copperhead. I thought the last one was a copperhead, but it ended up being a cotton. Wow, look at this little guy. All right, we're gonna have to be careful with this one because he is hot, and they are a lot bitier than cottonmouths. Very cool. South Georgia copperhead on this very hot late June night. Let's see if we can coax him out for a better picture. There's no traffic on this road, so I'm not too worried about him getting hit. Seems like vipers are at least moving tonight. Maybe we'll see a cane or something. Ooh, what was that? Where'd he go? Oh, I see him. Hello. Very pretty little ribbon. Look at that. That actually... Oop. Nice. I thought he got away, but he just got behind me somehow. That is a peninsula-looking ribbon snake. Maybe a peninsula eastern ribbon intergrade. Definitely a little bit different looking, this guy. Pretty neat. We'll get a quick voucher and let him go. Look at those spots down the side. That is actually a really sharp-looking little ribbon snake. Hey, look. It's the other Thamnophis around here. A little bluish eastern garter snake. These guys look a lot different down here in South Georgia than they do where we live in the Piedmont. They got a little bit of a bluish tint to it. Man, I'm going to be stinky after tonight. Holy cow. Come here. I need a voucher of you still, dude. Man, he is unhappy. Let me get a quick pic and I'll let him go. All right, out of the road with this little stinker. What is this little guy? It's a tiny ribbon. Wow. My phone is very, very blown out because of this white line. It does not like it, but that was a weird little thing he just did. Go back that way a little. Very tiny little ribbon snake. I mean, he is very, very small. It's actually kind of neat. I don't really see a lot of tiny ribbons, and this guy is... I mean, he was probably born last fall, but he is still really small. We'll just let him do his thing. Man, the garters and ribbons have been going tonight. This guy's a little more green. A really cool looking garter. These guys are just different looking than the ones we have back home. It's always cool to see them. All right, well, we are officially in Florida. I just cruised our first Florida snake, a little blue garter snake. It's like the third garter of the night, and I think every snake we've seen in the last like 2 hours has been a Thamnophis, but this guy just crossed a busy road right in town, so we'll make sure he gets the rest of the way safely. All right, everybody, the rain has come through. It's the next day. We did not get out this morning because we were out so late last night, but we are here for a couple of days, and I'm looking forward to getting into some Florida snakes. Hopefully this rain will be a good thing. I can't imagine it'll be a bad thing after how hot it's been. Yo! Look at this guy! No. Don't go anywhere, big dude. Oh my god, look at that! That's so cool. He's beautiful too. Look at him. What a gorgeous little gator. All right, we're gonna make sure this pretty guy gets out of the road. Oh, that is so cool. Cruising crocodilians. Love it. This might be the first alligator we've actually shown on the channel this year too. I've seen quite a few, but it's not very often we get a good look at them, much less this good of a look. Hey, we got a big unit rough green snake. All right, being midsummer, the biting flies are kind of really bad right now. Look at that yellow. That's really cool. The Florida rough greens and some of the South Georgia ones, you get that really vibrant yellow belly, where in Georgia, they tend to be mostly white on the belly or kind of creamy. Very nice. First snake in Florida today. We'll get him out of the road. All right, releasing the green boy into the palmettos. Ah, classic. There he is. Hello, little dude. Look at that, gorgeous little dusky pygmy. Something that's usually quite common out here, so I'm sure we'll see more, but very cool. All right, well, this twitchy little dude is ready to go, so we're gonna get him out of the road. I'm sure we'll see at least a few more of these over the course of the weekend, but very nice. First venomous snake of the night. Hopefully not the last. Look at that little tail go. All right, guys, well, the diurnal activity wasn't great, wasn't terrible either, but there was so much rain that I'm not really surprised. Hopefully that'll pick up after dark, though. Dusk is falling, and we're on the road, so I'll hopefully be checking in soon with our first snake of the night. All right, we got our first snake, and it is a ribbon. That was my guess for the first snake of the night. Nice. All right, let's keep it moving. Hopefully there's going to be a decent amount out tonight. I don't want to get my hopes up, though. Oh, look at this guy. Holy cow. Big, beautiful northern scarlet snake. He's really dark, but interesting looking at the same time. All right, here's Josh holding it so you can see some size. I was just telling him that, like, if we found this thing in Georgia, it would be the biggest one I've ever seen there by a pretty large margin. And also maybe the ugliest, but it's definitely an interesting look, different from what we see back home. All right, we're gonna let this guy go. Not the prettiest scarlet, but cool to see one so big. Not quite as big as the one we saw last summer in this area, but still way bigger than at home. Hey, look at that. Right after the scarlet snake, we got a scarlet king. Beautiful. Well, that is very cool. We are getting into some quality snakes all of a sudden. Hopefully, oh, what's Caitlin got? A leopard frog. Nice. Oh, I mean, it's been like 10 minutes since we saw the scarlet snake, and we had a nice little chunk of time where we were starting to wonder if we were going to see anything else. I'm so glad I don't have a camera right now.
Right? That's actually like the most photogenic little dude ever.
I'm not sure I've mentioned it yet, but I got my camera wet, so I actually don't have a camera right now. So all this cool stuff we're finding, I'm not able to photograph other than with my cell phone. So very cool. We'll get them out of the road and keep moving. Hopefully we can get a couple more solid snakes tonight, and if not, maybe some more numbers. It's been pretty good so far. I can't complain. Oh, we got hit by a termite. Hey, it's about time we got a little cottonmouth. I'm really surprised it took this long. Look at him. Very pretty little dude. All right, we're just finding snake after snake at this point, so we're gonna keep moving. Very, very cool. It's another scarlet snake. This one's kind of pretty. Look at this guy. Very nice. Hello. That's a more normal looking scarlet snake for sure. Normal size. I mean, that's still decently, I mean, that would be big at home, I guess. It's very weird that scarlet snakes are now our most common snake of the night. I'm not mad about it though. All right, guys, we're kind of stopped shining now. Not sure that the road cruising is going to be too much more productive because it's getting late, but we're going to cruise around a little bit more, shine some stuff, maybe get a few more snakes in. There's our first shine snake of the night, little banded water snake. Actually, the first live banded water snake we've seen this trip, weirdly enough. All right, guys, it is 2 a.m. and we are back in the hotel. Going to call it a night here. I am going to try to get up in the morning and morning cruise for a little bit. And then, of course, we'll be back at it tomorrow night. So, really solid night, decent amount of snakes, and good quality. Oh, my goodness. It's like walking into an oven at sunrise. This is nuts. Let's go see if there's any snakes out before the sun hits the road. Man, it is beautiful out here this morning. It's very foggy, very humid, like unbelievably humid. Like you can't even see up the road. Look at that. Hopefully there will be some critters out. There he is. God, it's hot out here already. But hey, we got our first box turtle of the trip. What's up, dude? Very handsome little guy. He's not very little. These Gulf Coast box turtles are pretty dang big. Is this corn? It looked like corn. It is corn. Nice. What's up, corn? Whoa, grumpy corn. Corn is not as happy to see us as we are to see him, but we'll get him out of the road. Really, really pretty. Almost like blood orange corn snake. He's really, really almost reduced pattern looking. Interesting looking snake for sure. All right, here we have a green snake. Saw one yesterday too. Always take a green snake in the morning. Look at him. Right in the same area, I think, as the one we saw yesterday too. If my phone would just focus on him. Come on. There we go. All right, we'll move this guy out of the road. It is getting hot quickly this morning. We might be done pretty soon. All right, this is actually the third box turtle of the morning. I didn't show one of them because there were a bunch of cars. Holy mosquitoes. Look at that. He's covered. Poor guy. All right, come on, dude. Oh my God, stay off of me, mosquitoes. Ah! Ah! Oh my God. Ah! Either we keep finding this same rough green snake in the same spot, or this little area right here is just loaded with them. Here's another one. Presumably another one. But it's not really like there's an easy way to tell these guys apart. I mean, I guess this one has a little scar there on his tail, but for the most part, they all look the same. A lot of turkeys. All right, guys, it is hot, so we're gonna chill on the beach, but here's a race runner. Nice. Check this out. It's mating horseshoe crabs. You can't see them very well because they're just sitting like half buried in the sand right here. But that's cool. I've never actually seen a live horseshoe crab before this. There's two of them right here. Here's another pair of attempting to mate horseshoe crabs. I think this might actually be three. It looks like it's one trying to get on top of another one that's on top of one already. All right, here's a single horseshoe crab. I don't feel as bad about messing with this one. Look at that. They're so cool. This is actually the first time I've ever seen live ones. I've only ever seen dead ones before. Put them back up here. You can see them go back into the water. It's a real life kabuto. That is so cool. This washed up crab trap with all these hermit crabs stuck in it. We're gonna get these dudes out of here. It's lame. Do better. Look at this guy. Let go of me. Stop that. Go back to the ocean. All right, we are back out for the evening. It's rained a little bit more. I'm not sure it's gonna be as wet as last night. Hopefully it's a little bit drier. But yeah, hopefully we'll get into some evening snake activity here momentarily. All right, first snake of the evening. We have a little pygmy. Surprisingly, only the second one of the trip. Not a very colorful one, but always nice to see. We'll get him out of the road. All right. Oh, it's an anery. Oh, look at that. That is sick. That's only my second ever anerythristic pygmy rattlesnake, meaning he lacks pigment. He's completely black and white. That is a really good first snake of the night. I have only ever seen one of these before today, and it was in South Georgia, actually. And here in the Florida Panhandle, they're actually decently common. So we'll get this little stinker out of the road and keep moving. Really, really cool. It looks like there's like a black and white filter on this video, but that's actually just the way he is. That is really sick. You chill little guy too. No striking. Hey, buddy. This guy is periscoping on another level. Look at him. Hey, buddy. There's our first ribbon snake of the night. We will just let him keep on scooting. It's not a good look, but there's a brown water snake. It's a new species for the trip. Just chilling in this ditch. I just shoved a cookie in my mouth, but nice scarlet snake. Car coming, of course. Oh man, the traffic tonight's been terrible. It's been pretty slow tonight so far though. Hopefully it'll pick up, but might be a slow night. We'll see. All right, right after the Scarlet, just put another cookie in my mouth. Maybe we're onto something. We've got a nice little garter. Very pretty. Look at that. And the snakes are flowing. Look at that. Oh, that's a big Scarlet. That one might be gravid. Very nice. Scarlet number 2. All right, we'll get this girl out of the road. Definitely looks like she is a big gravid female, which is cool to see. Snakes are moving in at least a little bit of a wave tonight, so we'll keep it moving. And right past the Scarlet, we have a banded water snake. Actually, have not been seeing too many of these guys this trip, surprisingly. They tend to be everywhere, but they've been kind of uncommon so far. What is this? It's a garter. Another garter snake. Another pretty little kind of greenish guy. Get out of the road. All right, here's a banded water snake we just lost off the road, and then Josh was able to find it. But next snake, lots of snakes all of a sudden. This is kind of wild. Hey, Scarlet snake number 4 for the night. There we go. We haven't seen a snake in a minute either. We were actually about to start headed back. But there we go. We'll get her out of the road. Very cool. Lots and lots of Scarlets this trip. Definitely the most I've ever seen in like a short time period of a couple of days. All right, here's another snake. Definitely could be the last one of the night. Yet another little banded water. These guys have finally started to show up in the expected numbers. All right, everybody. Well, we are headed back to the hotel. It's 2 a.m. once again. We've been at this for a long time, and we have found a lot of snakes, but it's getting late, and I do want to get up and cruise again in the morning before we have to head home tomorrow around midday. So we're gonna get some sleep. We'll be up in a couple more hours to try this again in the morning. All right, good morning, everybody. Our first herp of the day is a just titanic box turtle. Look at this guy. Very nice. These guys have proven to be quite common in the morning, though, so I'm not too surprised that this is what we're starting our day with. Very, very cool. These Gulf Coast box turtles, I mean, if I found an eastern box turtle that big, it would be the biggest box turtle I've ever seen, or the biggest eastern box turtle I've ever seen. But it's pretty typical size Gulf Coast around here. And as usual, he's got the mosquitoes. So we'll get him out of the road. And here is number 2. This guy's got a little bit of that fire scarring going on. Man, his shell is gnarly looking. Look at that. Bless you.
Thank you.
Gesundheit. All right, out of the road with you. And these things are everywhere this trip. How's it going, dude? This one's really smoothed out. That's probably a pretty old turtle. Look at that. Hardly any texture to that shell whatsoever. Very cool. Well, the snakes are not having it today. Oh! Well, that is the first glass lizard of the trip, and it's a nice big blue one. These eastern glass lizards can have some really stunning blues on them. This guy's got some moderate blues, but still a very, very cool lizard. Awesome. We'll keep trying for a little bit longer while it's still a reasonable temperature, but I'm not sure if we're going to see many snakes on our last day. But very nice. Big adult male eastern glass lizard. All right, everybody. Well, it is pouring rain all of a sudden. And we have a long drive home. We have to be home tonight, unfortunately. So our time in North Florida is coming to an end for now, but we will definitely be back. It's been a very snaky trip and a nice break from the tough herping of the Georgia Piedmont, at least for snakes. We've been seeing a lot of cool stuff, but the snakes have not been easy to come by, and they definitely have not been easy to come by on the road. So nothing super rare this trip, but definitely a lot of cool snakes, especially that Anery pygmy. I think that was my favorite snake we found. And like I said, just very nice to see some snakes after some very tough road cruising conditions in the Piedmont. Oh, a hawk. So yeah, I'm going to wrap this one up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.